Welcome to a new week here on the Retirement Quick Tips podcast. I'm your host and guide, Ashley Micciche. I'm a financial advisor and co-owner of True North Retirement Advisors, a fee-only fiduciary financial advisory practice managing over $425 million in assets. For 17 years, I've helped lots of clients retire with confidence. And my goal on this podcast is to simplify the complexities of retirement planning so you can focus on what truly matters, enjoying your retirement years while maintaining financial security. Now, this week, we're exploring the topic, too good to be true, how to spot and stop financial scams before it's too late. And this week's theme was inspired by an article I read on moneywatch.com. It's actually a column called The Moneyist, and people send in questions and The Moneyist answers those questions. And this one is particularly heartbreaking. This one's from a grandson. Our family discovered that our grandma got involved with someone on the internet from a foreign country who convinced her he was coming to America to marry her. He instructed her to empty all of her bank accounts and stocks and send the money to him. It totaled hundreds of thousands of dollars. She has one thing left, a pension, that will allow us to put her into an assisted living home. She is agreeing to this move. Is it safe to assume that her online boyfriend can't get her pension? We are trading her phone in for a new one that will be restricted and paid for by the family. What about her landline? Does she have to personally cancel it? The police and elder abuse officials visited her and she asked them to leave, insisting that she is getting married next month. She is still waiting by the phone. She has never met this online person. Reactions from her children are shocking and heartbreaking. They are reacting to her with compassion, but she still needs to be protected. Then it goes on to ask questions about conservatorships or co-signing checks, things like that, protecting her in the future. The response from the Moneyist goes like this. In all likelihood, that money is probably gone. The bank in question will say that the payments were authorized and not reimburse the money. There have been cases recently where older people were scammed of 6 figures by thieves using AI and pretending to be famous people. Last month, a French woman said she was conned out of approximately $868,000 by someone pretending to be actor Brad Pitt. She received even more online abuse from people mocking her. She told reporters, "I came forward because I'm not the only one." Unfortunately, some victims tell their story only to be made to feel foolish a second time. But online trolls are ruthless. Loneliness is an epidemic, and what's worse, it can make people vulnerable to predators. Here's what I thought most interesting. I knew that the statistic was somewhat accurate. I didn't realize it was this extreme, but it says people 60 and older are 5 times as likely as younger consumers to report losing money to tech-related scams, according to the Federal Trade Commission. Phone scams are the number one scam affecting older people, followed by computer-related fraud. And that's why I wanted to talk about this week, because not only are retirees more likely, much more likely to become victims of scams, but you're not 20 years old anymore with $20 in your bank account. You have a lot to lose. And in this case, it has completely ruined this woman's life. She's having to move. She no longer has money or her freedom. And her family has had to step in this crisis and try to protect her and ensure that something like this cannot happen again. So this week, I'm going to help you spot and stop financial scams, even as they become increasingly sophisticated. I think that's part of the problem too with older people getting scammed is that I'm 40. And I even have a hard time keeping up with the changes in technology. My 7-year-old knows more about electronics and technology. When I can't figure out the TV, because we have like 3 remotes and you have to do it in a very specific order. And if you push the wrong button, it won't work. My 7-year-old is actually the one to fix it if my husband is not home. So I understand that it's difficult to keep up with technology and changing things. You know, it used to be just cold call scams. Now it's text and emails and links and AI and people posing as Brad Pitt, and it's crazy. So that's what I'm going to talk about this week. Come on back tomorrow because I'm going to talk about how AI specifically is changing the nature of scams and how it's this new wild, wild west of scams that you need to be aware of and on guard for. All right, my name is Ashley Micciche, and this is the Retirement Quick Tips Podcast.